back in the second period with 6 seconds left in the shorthanded situation. 0-0 tie still. And a whistle. So 1 second left in the shorthanded situation. That'll come outside the zone, so the player should be able to jump out right away. We'll move down to the other end here in a second. Whoa, exposure way off here with the main camera. I can just hold 2 cameras like this. Face off won by Carter, over for Daniel. And the man's out of the box. All even up, 5 on 5. 17, shot, Carson, right rebound right in front, and the man shoots it wide. Got lucky there, and here comes Troy. Troy's got George. Carter's going to play defense for him. Troy takes a stumble, shoots it all the way in. The goalie's going to cover it there for a face-off down in that end. I'm going to take this opportunity to head down there. Face-off in the zone. Carter loses that one. Sorry. All right, here we go. Now Jacob in the corner, fighting for it. Toun takes it away. This is down in the North Vancouver end now. Not sure what's going on with the exposure on the main camera here. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. This camera's just not happy right now. Toun trying to clear it out of the zone. Does, cuts across the line. Carter watching him, he shoots it down. Now George has it and clears it down. That'll be an icing call. It is 13:06 to play in the second. No score. Can you hold that one, please? Thank you. Now, what is going on with the exposure? Puck out in front, right balance, auto. Low Lux is off, focuses. Still super blanched out. Down into the zone, that is Mason there. Mason battling with Jake. Mason loses his stick, picks it up. Falls right into his hands. Now 3 Vancouver players there, taking it away. North Vancouver, that's taken away by Hutch now. Down into our end. Anthony gathers it up there. Goes across for David. David back over for Anthony. Off the boards. And that does not get out. Kept in. Anthony in behind the net. 17's going to get there first. 17 puts it right out in the slot. Nobody there. And Hutch tips it out to safety. Not Hutch. I'm sorry. Mason. 3 gets it. Circles and heads right back into the zone. 3 now. Shot. And it ends up right between the pads of Carson. He looked to the left, thought he might have missed it. Oh, bounces over Carter's stick. George keeps it in. George, long shot just wide. Number 4 trying to clear it. Gets past George, gets past Troy. This won't go for icing. 4's going to get there before it does. But Daniel gets there first. Off the boards and out. That's going to be offsides. 11-11 to play in the second period. Back to 6 again. Long shot. Carson makes a save there. Over in the corner. I can't see what's going on, but it comes out front, and Hutch is going to get it. Now backhand out of the zone. That won't be far enough for icing. And long shot down. That will be icing. Yep. All the way back into the zone. 10:29 to play in the second. Mason on the face-off there. Comes hard around, but kept in by David. David with a shot. Shot way too high. Off the glass and over for Jacob. Jacob, once again. Hutch is going to get there first. Hutch takes a look. Instead, decides to dump it behind the net for Mason. Someone's got to get in front. And George is there, so is Hutch. Puck is sitting there. Can't get it through. David turns around, puts it into the corner. Oh, off the boards. Weird angle. And that's going to be kept in by Anthony or Daniel there. That's Anthony. Now back out. Hits the boards again at a strange angle, but David has it. He'll put it off the boards for Jake. Jake chasing it in. Now number 2 in behind the net. Number 2 looking to take it out, looking for an open man. He's got one in 17. Too far for 17. That's going to have to be handled by David. In behind his net. And working hard around. Now number 9 on the sideboards. Tries to clear it to the front. Oh, and it's right in front of the net and goes behind it, luckily. Now battling for it. Puck's in the corner. Mason trying to hold it there. They've been out there a little while here. Then they might be tired. Mason up the boards for Hutch. Hutch, he's going to backhand it out again. That's blocked by 2. Back in. And that might even be an intentional offsides. Here you go. Thank you. Now what the hell's going on with this? Face off right away again. Back into the zone. 9:11 to play in the second period. No score. Off the boards. All the way down. That'll be a shot on net. No icing. Creek gets it there off the boards. It bounces weirdly again. Ends up on number 27's stick. 27 across for another man. And I can't see what I'm shooting here. Troy has it. In behind the net. Battle for 27. With 27 rather. Now back to the point. Wide open 6 once more. 6 with about his 30th shot of the game here. Back into the corner. Daniel trying to poke that one away. Alex in there as well. Daniel puts it hard off the boards. Doesn't clear it out. Carter now digging in there as well. Carter goes back to watch the man. And they come out front. Quick shot across and it's in the net. Man went behind the net. Passed it out front. Player came in from the point for a one-timer. Put it above Carson's shoulder on the blocker side. Not much you could do on that. Into the zone now. Hutch with a quick shot. It's 1-0 with 8:10 to play in the second. Thank you. Oh, and the camera's back. Okay. Excellent. Back to the point. There's David. Takes it with his foot. Backhand into the corner. Number 2 off the boards for number 20. Number 20 gets it by Caleb for 4. 4. Off the boards, kept in by David. David, quick shot, right on net. And the goalie holds on for the faceoff with 7:52 to play in the second. Mason set to take the faceoff. He's got Hutch out there on his left, Caleb on his right. Wins it to Caleb, but it bounces in and goes right to the defenseman. David back into the zone. That'll be offsides. They touch up. And they're off again. Number 3, long pass out for 17. 17 comes across the line. Works it to the middle, and that is knocked away by David. Up and into the netting. 7:32 to play in the second. Back to the point. Shot by 3, doesn't get through to the net. Anthony digging for it there behind. Takes a push from behind. And does not clear the zone. Back in front, Carson has to steer it over the corner with a pad. Now 3 at the point. 3, shot in behind. Over to the near corner. Still working there. Seattle having all kinds of trouble clearing the puck as they always do. Gathered in again, and Carson has to make a glove save there. With 7 minutes left in the second. Seattle has to find a way to put together some offense here. Line change, Carter's coming out, along with Jacob and George. Back on defense, we have the pairing of Troy and Daniel. Carter loses this one, comes back to the point for number 4. 4 is wearing the wrong color, should have been the blue 4. And here comes George, I believe. Cross the line and a penalty. Penalty to White for interference. Apparently hit Daniel before he hit the puck, which is weird because he did. So, not sure what the call is there, but it's going to be a power play for 2 minutes for Seattle. 6:50 to play in the period. Carter wins that one. Over for Hutch. Troy plays it up for George. George into the zone. Carter giving chase. Carter on number 4 there. Wins that battle. Going behind the net. Gets it tipped away. Hutch chasing for it now. Vancouver gets there first. Kept in by David, or Troy rather. Hutch to Carter, off of Carter's foot. Nice effort there by Hutch, getting up to get a pass off. All the way down, David back there to wrangle that. Looking for an open man. He's got Hutch on the left side. Instead he carries, goes across the line. He's going to wind up and fire this, shoots it wide. Now over to the side, George there. George gives it to Hutch. Hutch has got it in the corner. Nobody in front, get in front! Get to the front! Get to the front! Hutch carrying it around. Sorry, I got to yell there. Carter covering defense. No, Carter in front now. Carter now going in behind the net. He's got point if he needs. Point! 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 Go to the front! Go to the front! Troy with a shot. And there's the goal! There's the goal! Troy might have got that all by himself. It might have been deflected. I think Troy got that one. George and Carter headed to the net. Troy unloaded, and it's a 1-1 tie with 5:53 to play in the second period. Championship game at the Portland Tournament 2014. Happy President's Day, everybody. Well, happy President's Day, one viewer, whoever you are. We got ourselves a good game again here, 5:53 to play. Troy out there. Troy puts it to himself, looking for 2 quick goals in a row. Troy, quick shot off the pad, and we can't get to that rebound. Mason chasing up front there. Mason with a hit. Kept in there by Alex. Now across to the middle. It bounces out, and Five's going to get it out of the zone. Tied up by Troy, so he can't get to that puck first. Daniel gets over there to help out his defensive partner, and knocks it in on the backhand. Now it's back off the boards and out. Number 5 moving to the outside. Troy watching him. Troy, number 5 puts it in behind the net. Captain there, back to the point for number 3. 3 winds up, gets through a maze of legs, but doesn't get to the net. Alex corrals it in, good patience by Alex, looking for a pass, puts it off the boards behind Caleb. Caleb has a stick lifted by number 17, his counterpart on White. And White's going to end up coming to the zone here with a shot. Carson's up to the challenge, and it bounces in behind the net. Corral there looked like by David, perhaps? No, that was Mason. Mason in behind the net playing defense. And here comes Mason, passing to himself, cuts to the inside. Mason now has a man in the middle, tries to put it inside, but taken away by number 6. Mason tries to go for the check, misses that. Now stopped by Daniel, or Anthony. No, it's Daniel. And coming down the other way is number 10. 10, pass across for number 9, but it goes right to the corner. Taken away by Mason. Now David, battling for it on the boards, and it stays in. 20, passes across, goes off Daniel's foot. In the corner, up off the boards, and it comes outside the zone. 2, holding that puck, waiting for the man to clear, and does. 2 winds up, quick shot, that goes wide. Trying to put it in the front, Daniel takes him down. Back to the point. Kept in. Cross-ice pass for 16. 16 quick shot right to the crest, and Carson holds on. With 3:54 to play in the second period, we've got a 1-1 tie. Carter out there to take this face-off. Loses it this time. Comes back to the point, goes to the far corner. Daniel there, I believe, or Anthony. Could be either one. Puts it in behind. Shot out front. Carson hits that with his stick up into his glove and holds on to it. With 3:41 to play in the second. 1-1 tie. For those of you watching live on Ustream, both of you, I can't zoom here, so this is going to be the best that I can give you from this end of the ice. Carter wins that back for Daniel. Ties up his man. Daniel pushes it forward to nobody. Has to go and get it himself. 2 White players on him there. So Carter comes in to help out. That gets past everybody and out of the zone. Oh, and the man falls down. George can't take it away. George gets taken down. Behind the play, no call there. Poked out of the zone, and this might be a too many men call. And it is too many men. And Seattle's going to go back on the power play with 3:16 to play in the period. They're 1 goal so far. Power play goal by Troy. Pass back from Carter, perhaps Hutch or Mason, one of the two, or George actually. I think it was George to Carter to Troy. So Carter's going to stay out there, and here comes a power play unit with 3:16 to play in the period. We've got Hutch out there along with Mason, the 3 leading scorers so far in this tournament, as I can tell, on Seattle anyway. And here comes Hutch, plays with it and puts a long shot in, blocker save. Hutch in the corner. He's going to win this battle. I'm sorry, Mason, not Hutch. Mason out to Carter in front. Carter digs at it, side of the net. Carter in behind, looking for a man. He's got Hutch. Oh, he whiffs on the pass, but it comes back to the point. Troy once more from the point. Over for Hutch. Hutch looking for Troy. Puts right between Hutch and David. Mason talking to Hutch about something. David puts it off the boards. It ends up in the back of the net, down in the zone. That's going to be a face-off down in the Seattle zone. Unfortunate bounce with 2:38 left to play in the period. 1:23 left in the power play. 1-1 tie. Line stays out there. Troy comes by, gives Hutch a pat on the back for the errant pass. Lets him know it's okay. We'll get the next one. That gets by Troy this time, and that's going to be kept in by number 6. In behind the net, they'll reset again. David looks over for Troy. Troy gets that. Hutch way up at the line, cherry picking. That's put in behind Mason. David's going to get that now. David looking for an open man. Nobody's really open. He puts it off to stick back to himself. Now over for Troy. Troy gets across the line. He'll dump. And Hutch on the chase. 54 seconds left in the power play. Race 1. Weird bounce off the boards once again. Carter gets it and taken away. And back. Troy gets it with his foot. Now off the boards. Goes to the corner for Hutch. Hutch looking for a man in front. Hutch. 2 guys in front. Hutch with the shot. And that's going to go into the press. Rebound in front. Puck still open. Still digging at it. And they manage to clear it away. Referee blows the whistle for the net being off, and that should be an inside face-off. Not sure how that net came off. Goalie has his mask off too. 1:48 left to play in the second period. 33 seconds left in the power play. Snoking will go for a change. No, they're saying that Snoking took the net off. Not sure why they do that, but 1:48 left to play in the period now. 32 seconds left in the power play. Puck sneaks outside the zone. David across for Anthony. Anthony into the zone. 2 trying to take it out. And it's going to come right back to David, who's out, unfortunately just outside the blue line. Over for Anthony. Snoking checks up. Long shot in by Anthony. Just wide. Goalie plays it with a puck in the corner. Comes back out to Anthony again. Being held by 16. That stays inside. Alex goes around one man. Has a stick tied up and can't get past that guy. And Caleb will put it off the boards. Number 4 now plays it. We are even strength with 1:11 to play in the period. Back into the zone. Alex. Number 2 at the point. Over for his partner, number 4. 4 puts it in. It's off number 10 stick. Into the corner. Anthony battling there in the corner. 20 carries it out. He's going to get a shot off here. Puts it just wide. 10 in the corner, along with Caleb. 10 puts it back for number 4. Number 4 loses it, and it sneaks outside the line. Sorry for the terrible camera work, folks. I'm handling 2 cameras here. Now David, he's got a man. Hutch is breaking, trying to get that. Hutch nails a man. That's a clean hit. Oh, what? How is elbowing? There was, well, all right, well, they're calling Hutch for elbowing. That was a completely clean hit from my point of view. But the referee gives him an elbowing call. And they'll have to play the last 23 seconds of the second period shorthanded. I didn't see an elbow on that, but the referee's closer than I am. And quite frankly, that's so far the best refereeing we've seen in Portland, which is not saying much. 15, what's interference on White, it looks like. So 16 is going to the box. We'll have a 4-on-4 game for 1:53 seconds. Then Snoking will get a quick 7-second power play. So all the way down in the zone. 4-on-4, boys. Control the puck. Take your time, boys. Lots of ice room. Here we go. Mason to take the face-off, trying to win it back to Daniel. Off the referee's foot, unfortunately. The linesman, anyway. Daniel takes a kick at that, but can't get it. It's going to be a 2-on-1 developing the other way. 27 coming to the outside. Long shot, and that goes wide. Off the boards, that's going to come to Mason. Mason, with no time left, takes a shot. That goes into number 6. So at the end of 2, we've got a 1-1 tie. Start of the third period. Minute 37 of 4-on-4 hockey. Carter out there along with Mason. Hutch sitting there for Seattle in the penalty box. Carter battling for that one. And 20's going to come away with it. 20 cutting to the middle. Mason clears that away. Up the side. Now into the corner. Troy there. He's got a man coming. They both back away. Troy looking for Carter off the boards. Troy feeds Carter, but it eventually gets to him. Here comes Carter. Carter passing in front for Mason. And rebound. Oh, and it's right in front. Nice job of Mason to corral that pass. Carter with a flick pass to Mason in front. Mason gets a backhand on it and just can't sneak it between the goalie's legs. 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Mason goes for a change. Caleb comes out. Carter stays out there for the face-off. David and Anthony back on defense. Carter's going to try and win this back to David. Right to the net, boys. Carter loses that one. Goes to number 3. Can't wrangle it in his feet, and 27's going to go behind his net. Over for number 3 now. 4-on-4 hockey for another 59 seconds. 3 comes behind the net, moves it up. Carter stops that one and right back in. 6 behind the net. Carter comes in, takes it away from him. And here's Caleb. He's got time. Caleb goes right over that puck. Caleb tries to kick it to Carter. No good. 6 takes that puck away, and here comes 6 down the boards. Anthony watching him. 6 puts it by Anthony, goes in behind the net. Man open in front. Instead, comes to join the play. Shot back on Carson. Has to make a leg save there. All the way around now for number 6. 6 puts it off a leg, in behind for David. David off the boards. David once more, taken away by number 9. Number 9 looking for a backhand. First penalty's over. Quick 7-second penalty, or power play. Carter's going to go in there. He's played this full 2 minutes since the beginning of this period, or a minute and 20 seconds anyway. Hutch is calling for it. Carter looking up, keeping it in his feet. Now the other penalty's out. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Carter ends up with it and loses it to himself. Back to the point. 2 cuts to the middle. 2 taken off by Anthony. Has the puck again. Goes back to the point. Cross for 17. Hutch watching him. Throws a hit. In behind the net. David watching that man there. David's going to get this. On his backhand. Cuts to the inside. Here comes David. Clears the zone. Back inside. Anthony stops that one. Takes a look and puts it hard and high off of a man. It's going to bounce off the boards and eventually be cleared down. 4. Up for 5. 5 trying to cut across the middle. Little hack by Alex there. Now in behind for Daniel. Daniel gets tied up, but still manages to get the puck to the corner. Now in the middle, there's 5 with a chance. Nice defense there by Alex coming back. Carson on his stomach, and it's right by the side of the net. No goal. No goal is the call. Referee immediately waves it off. He was right behind the net. Don't know if the puck ever crossed the line or not, but the referee's there to let everybody know that is not a goal. Puck's going to be off to the glove side of Carson. Called him Casey yesterday for some reason, or the day before, one way or another. Casey makes a great play there to cover that up. No goal, and it's over the boards and into the equipment on the side of the ice. 12:09 to play in the third. Still a 1-1 tie. Mason out there to take that face-off. Wins it. Over for Daniel. Daniel in the corner. Battling there, 2 men. Alex comes back to help out. And number 20 is going to come out and knocked away this time by Mason. Outside the zone. Mason on his horse, chasing the man. Over for 3. Mason keeping that puck down in the Vancouver end. Up the boards, tipped by Alex, and they clear it in. And go for a change. Casey. Carson plays the puck for Troy there. Troy puts it up the boards. Now back inside. Lulu's going to get that behind the net. Troy looking for an open man, finds George. George clears it out. And all the way down, no ice. Mason's in all alone. Gets taken away by 2. Here's 2, making his way up the middle. Shot wide. In behind the net. David working for it there, and it's going to come to Alex. They must be exhausted. Alex back in behind the net. For David. David up the boards for Hutch. Hutch is fresh. Kept in. Over for 2. 2. Shot deflected by Alex. Now over for Alex on the sideboards. Alex across all the way, and that sneaks out. In behind for Daniel. Daniel, he's got Carter breaking. Carter looking for a long pass. Hutch puts it across the middle. Daniel once more. Clears the puck in. Stopped by number 3.
Come on, Jacob, get it!
Jacob giving chase. Hutch, Carter, and Jacob out there on forward. Knocked inside, and that's kept in by 18, but taken away by Hutch. Here comes Hutch. He's got Carter trailing, but Hutch should be able to get by this man. Hutch pulls up, 6 knocks away with a skate. Hutch still working on 6. Carter's going to get it now. Puts it over to the net. Goalie's going to fall on it there and force a face-off, which is in our favor with 10:16 left in the third period. Carter about half and half on face-offs today. He's going to try and win this back to Troy. Oh, Carter gets kicked out, so Caleb will try and win this one back. Loses that face-off, off the boards. And it's a 3-on-1. George chasing back. Puck bouncing around. George clears at the corner. Nice hustle for George to get back and help out. No penalty called there. Man just fell down. That comes across the middle, and Troy's going to get it. Troy looking for an open man. Troy coming up the sides. He's going to put it in all the way down. George giving chase. Number 4 has it, clears it around. 10's going to get it. Tip it to number 20. Now 9. Clears it down in the Snoking zone. Carson's going to play it. In behind for Daniel. Daniel looking for an open man. Daniel puts it to somebody on the boards. Not sure her, but he can't do anything with it because it stays in. That was George. Now in behind the net. 16 in the corner. Puts it on the far side for his other man. Back to 16 in the corner. 16 looking. Off the side of the net, I believe, and up. Number 4 gets it over on the near side. Tied up there. Puck in the corner once more. Now in behind the net. Troy's going to get it. Troy should try and clear this hard. Doesn't. 2 gets by Caleb. Bounces it in behind the net. 29 there to gather it up for North Vancouver. Looking for 4 at the point. He's got him open if he needs him. In behind for 16. 16. Troy gets a piece of it and puts it to the corner. Now once more in behind the net. 27 on the other side. 27. Turns. Shot. Carson steers that to the corner with his, the blade of his stick. Troy looking. Hard across the middle, and that's going to bounce down and find Carter. Here's Carter coming in. Quick shot and a glove save by the goalie. Nice save by the goalie. Carter trying to get that shot off on a bouncing puck. Managed to try and put it upstairs, but the goalie gets it in his glove. Carter shot that one right into his glove with 8:34 left to play in the third period. Nice outlet pass for Troy to bounce that one to Carter. This puck bouncing all over the place today. Now cleared out, there's Anthony. Anthony taking down. Still manages to get a piece of this puck. Anthony standing back up. Puck on the sideboards. And it sneaks away. That's going to come back for David. David, hard around, looking for Mason. Mason going to the corner there. He's got 2 men on him. Puts it in behind again for his defenders. David, around the boards for Alex. Alex stops it. Goes to the backhand, but loses it. Mason takes down a man, and it comes inside. And here comes Anthony on the rush. Anthony comes across the line, and it's... Wow. Okay, just offside on the far side. Looks like Mason may have stepped off. Maybe Alex. 7:50 to play in the third. Six taking it away up the right-hand side. Six, good little player for North Vancouver. Cuts to the outside, now to the middle, comes back to the point. 20, wide open, goes to the far side. 10, Carson makes a leg save there with his left leg into the corner. Now in behind the net, Alex there. Alex goes to his backhand, tries to switch to the forehand, but gets it taken away. Man behind the net. Looking for an open man, he has three, wide open. Three winds up and it goes off a leg, that was Mason. Mason now, clearing it across and out of the zone. 20. Off the boards, in behind, weird bounce. David's gonna get that and put it up for Hutch. That's gonna go down the ice, no icing. Not sure where the puck ended up, there it is. Two in behind his net. Brought out by 4. Jake on 4. Mason, George, long shot in. Carson content just to hold that. 6:53 left to play in the third period. Carter with an opportunity to take the lead here just a couple of minutes ago. Let's see if he gets another one. Wishes he'd gone to the backhand now, but that puck was bouncing all over the place. Troy pushes the man out the front. 29 in front, shoots it. Carson makes a save. 6:43 left to play in the third period. Still a 1-1 tie. One back to the point that time, and it's out of the zone. Leave off of Carter's legs. All the way back in. White has to touch up. Troy in behind the net. Looking for an open man. Carter's talked to him about breaking, obviously, because Carter's way up the ice. Doesn't get it by 4. Back into the zone. Now over for George, I believe. Off the boards, number 4. Keeps it in. I think that's George over there. I can't really see. Comes out to the middle for Troy. Troy gets in his foot. Tries to steer it away. 27 comes out front, shoots it off the side of the net. Troy now, off the boards, not hard enough to get it out. And here comes Carter. He misses the puck. Daniel finally clears that thing. Line changes all around. Off of George's foot. Carter can't get it. Now out of the zone once more, and here's George on the chase. 4 will get it. Put it casually up the boards. And 5 cuts to the inside. 5's got an opportunity here. 5 on the backhand. Carson makes a save. Now back in front, another one, and they score! Carson made the original save on number 5. 5 used a backhand to pass it out front. His man there managed to tuck it into the side of the net with 5:36 to play in the third. Back to the action. Down by 1. Here comes Hutch. Bouncing around inside the zone. Off the glass and should be inside the zone. Extra puck that went out. Mason lining up for this faceoff. Mason wins it over. Back to Daniel. Daniel, long shot in, bouncing around in front, and that's clear. Now it's a 3-on-2. Caleb hustling back. 3-on-2 going down to the Seattle end. Shot on Carson. Steers it wide. Mason now, Caleb dives to dig that puck out. 6, right back in. Carson with a save over to the corner. David taking a look. Back into the zone. Carson stops it. Anthony helping him out. Anthony hard off the boards, and that's going to clear. Mason loses the puck behind himself. Hutch on that guy, and it goes into the behind the net once more. David off the boards. Gives it to Alex, I believe. Alex backhands it out of the zone. Here comes Mason. Puts it into the corner. Mason in a foot race with number 2. Mason gets there along with number 2. If he can drop to Alex, can't do it. And not out of the zone yet. Off of the stick, and that's going to come out of the zone. David brings it across onside. Mason helping there too. George keeps it in. Number 4 now, trying to clear it. He does. That'll come to David. David's got time. He's going to fire it in just wide of the net. In behind the net now. George giving chase. Over to the sideboards. Carter there. Takes it away from the captain. Has it taken away from him. Here's Carter. Now messing around with it. Carter goes down. 17 stays up. 17 behind his own net. Over for number 4. 4 up the boards. Tipped by Daniel. That's going to go to the wrong man. Number 17. And it's offsides. 3:45 left to play in the third period, down by 1 goal. Carter set to take this face off, wins it back. Up, for Bryce. Bryce gives it to Carter. Carter loses it. Can't control that. Here comes Bryce, or Hutch, across the line. Taken away by foot. Troy back in to chase that one. Carter helping out on defense. Troy off the boards and out of the zone. 6, puts it right back in. Bounces past Troy's stick. 3:19 left to play. Carter looking for that long pass from Troy. Troy carries it up the right side, loses it, but it bounces across 3 stick. And there's a long, that'll be icing. Face off down in this Vancouver zone with 3:08 to play in the third. Hutch out there to take the face off. Carter stays out. Sorry, Mason out there to take the face off. George out on defense now. Hutch wins that. Hutch out in front. Rebound. Still kicking at it. It's still open. Carter gets it loose. Tucks it back and he scores! Carter ties it up 2-2. Scott goes for the high five. Hanging. Yeah! There you go, Carter. Carter ties it up with 3 minutes left in the third period. Hutch wins that. Hutch out in front. Rebound. Still kicking at it. It's still open. Carter gets it loose. Tucks it back and he scores! Great work there. Mason with the face-off win over for Hutch. Hutch takes the shot. Bouncing around in front. Carter eventually digs it out himself. Misses one backhand. Puts the second one in. I believe that was Carter's goal. Hutch and Mason should both get assists on that. Just under 3 minutes to play in the period. And a timeout is called. You've got yourself 1 minute to go refresh. And we'll be back. 1 second under 3 minutes to go in the game. It's all tied up. We have no idea what happens in the event of a tie. Any idea?
I don't know, in this game it should not go into a shootout, it should just stay.
Just give them both trophies? And tipped up and over by Caleb. Carson out there as well, comes out of the zone. That'll be offsides if they touch it. They don't. Comes back out for 20. 20. Spins, puts it into the zone. David has it. David looking for a man, gets it out. 20 gets it back. Now it's out of the zone much more. Here comes Hutch. Hutch for Mason. Mason trying to reach for that and can't. 3 takes it away. Now over the line. And back inside. No offsides now. They touch up. 3 back coming out of his own zone. Good pressure here by Snoking. All the way back for Hutch. It bounces over his stick, but David corrals it. Puts it across for Daniel. Daniel looking for an open man. Trying to find Hutch. He does. Hutch gets a piece of it. And it rolls into the zone. Mason with a sweep. He has it. Mason can't get a piece of it. Puck just lying there, and here's Hutch in the corner. And a tripping? He hit the puck first. He got a call, Hey, we don't want to get kicked out right now. So Mason gets a call for tripping. I believe he made contact with the puck first. So with 2 minutes left, Vancouver's going to get a power play. Once you make contact with the puck, at least the last time I was a referee, unless you leave your feet, if you leave your feet, it's an automatic penalty. But Mason made contact with the puck first, then the man went down. Mason has control of the puck at that point. Oh! Nice takedown there by Troy, all the way down. Minute 46 in the short-handed experience here. Or, sorry, 1:36 left in the short-handed, minute 38 left in the period. So 5 seconds of even strength after this if they don't score. Now down on the far end. Sorry, bad camera work. This is too exciting. We'll see if Snoking wants to mount some kind of pressure here. Right now it's a 2-2 tie with a minute 23 left in the game. Carter out there watching the man coming out. Off the leg. Carter pressuring number 3. Carter. Behind the back for number 4. Carter. Long sweep to knock that puck away, and it goes to Troy. 1 minute left to play in the game. Now 3. Takes it across the line. Now in front, puck bouncing around. Carter wrangles it, loses it. 16 has it, quick shot, blocked. George now, Troy. Troy, he's got to clear this zone. Troy, hard, not hard enough. Stopped by number 4. 4, long shot in. Carson stops it with his stick. Dave has it. David should be able to get this puck out on the boards. He does. 34 seconds left to play in the third period and the game. This game may go to overtime. We really have no idea what the rule is. It's a tournament. This is the finals. Now David in behind. 24 seconds left. David looked like he was content to control this puck and just hold it. Can't do that for 24 seconds. Shot comes across, and that's blocked, I believe. Carson makes that save, actually. Carson has that puck. Looked like they got that shot through. Somebody slid down to block it. And it's a change. 10 seconds left in the power play for Vancouver. 16 seconds left in the game. In regulation, I should say. And a timeout called by Seattle. 4 seconds. Oh, that's that's the timeout clock, sorry. Two-two tie. 16 seconds left in regulation. Hutch out there to take that face-off. Critical time here. White comes up with it, puts it across for number 3. 3's got a shot. Carson makes a save. Rebound in front, and it bounces off a stick. Still there, and it's out. Back again, a shot, and that's blocked this time. Blocked again by Troy. In behind, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. We've got ourselves a tie. Some stuff happening in the far corner there. I'm going to try and get a shot of it. Again, no idea what happens now. This may go to overtime. This might go to a shootout. Referee seems to be indicating elbow. Maybe just adjusting his elbow pad. Players go back to their benches. We'll sort this out and come back in a moment. And here we are, 4-on-4 for the overtime period. Carter gets that to Hutch. Hutch, Carter digging for it there. Carter puts it forward for 3. 3, taking a look, off the boards for number 20. 20, working in, David watching him. The screen is red. I don't know whether you're seeing that or not. Now in behind the net. Anthony puts it up. Number 4 gets it across. Carter going over there for 3. Pass in front. Knocked away by Anthony that time. Anthony for Hutch. Hutch trying to dig it out of there. He's going to use his foot. Goes past it. Hutch in the corner. Carter's going to get that. And here comes Carter. Gets it past one man. Working up the left side. Carter. Oh! Oh! Come on, ref! That's boarding! Boarding, ref! Boarding, ref! Now Carter on the sides. Gets up. He's okay. Call Hutch for a tripping penalty. Carter goes down, gets boarded, trip, whatever you want to call it. David over the ice, or over the net. Mason keeps that one in. Carter going in there as well. Carter looked like he got his leg bent backwards on there, but he's skating, so he's okay. Now number 4 in the corner. Number 4, long shot out. Troy keeps that in. Good pressure here by Seattle so far. Carter going for a change. Mason's still out there. Mason on the forecheck. He turns. 27 coming out of the ring. Coming out of the zone, rather. George. Good pressure there by George to force the giveaway. And in the feed of Daniel, Daniel moves the man off the puck and takes it around behind his own net. Here's Daniel trying to come up the boards. He's got Troy out there with him. On forward, I believe it's still Mason and George. And it is. Here comes Mason. Coming across the line. Mason looking for a man. Bounces it. George there. Oh! On a backhand, George can't get to it. 4 in behind his own net. Snoking with all the pressure so far in this overtime stanza. 3:10 to play. 29. Touch to the middle. Long shot. Carson. Rebound. And Troy will clear this down for icing. 2:58 to play in the overtime stanza. 2-2 tie. Winner take all. That's Jacob. Wins that face-off. Or sorry, that was Hutch. And Alex out there as well. Hutch and Alex. Now 20 moving to the inside. A check by Troy and Hutch at the same time. It goes to the corner. And it's coming back out. Here comes Hutch. Cuts to the middle. And loses it to number 2. Number 10 spins around. Number 10 been out there quite a bit in this overtime period. They've got a lot of confidence in him over to the corner. Now Troy is going to take this, bang it hard off the boards, and Hutch is going to clear it. Now battling at the sideboards there. Pops out, number 10 takes it across the line. Number 10 might get a shot off here, goes off of a foot. Number 9 trying to get a shot, and it's taken away by Troy. Troy in the corner now. Troy working the puck up, taken away from him. Hutch back on defense, watching the zone, and it is backed in behind the net. David with some speed. David will have some room here during the change, trying to get up past number 4. David goes to the outside. He takes a slash! Slash! Raft. David puts it across, nobody there. Mason gathers it in. Mason trying to put it in the middle, can't. 17 behind the net. David takes him out. Now on the side of the net, Caleb on number 8 there. Caleb working in the corner, 1 man on 2. Number 4 takes it away, goes behind his own net. Number 4 up the sideboards for 16. Gets away from him, and Hutch with a shot, or David with a shot, in behind the net. Number 3 there. Number 3 off the boards, 16. Clears it out and gets past David here, 17 on break. 17 trying to get there first. Cuts inside, and Carson makes a save. It's in front, and no goal. Carson covers that right in the crease before it sneaks across the line with 1:23 to play in the overtime period. Carter out there to take the face-off. 1:23 left in the overtime period. Carter wins that one, goes to David. David trying to work it up the boards, looking for somebody open. Not as many people open as usual. That goes off of Carter's stick, and a defenseman should be outside the zone. And it is. Must be a shootout after this. I doubt that they would end things with a tie. Carter wins that back for David. David over for Troy. Troy now back for David. Carter and George up on forward. Carter, or David up for Carter, bounces over his stick. Now back, number 9, taken away by George, and here comes George. George steps across the line. He's got Carter calling for it. George takes a shot, it goes off his man. The other number 3 takes it from here. Here comes 29. 29 racing up. Carter racing back to join the defense. Troy back there to gather it in. Troy looking for an open man. White going through a change. Troy's got some room if he wants it. Gives it to David. David on the chase. David will get there first. Get in, Carter! David goes to the front of the net. Nobody there. Carter tries to get that rebound. Can't corral it. And it's 4 on 2. Here comes David to make it a 4 on 3. Carter back to make it a 4 on 4. 3 coming across the line. Shot in front. That's directed aside by Carson. Back to the point for number 4. 4 winds up. That gets through but wide. Now 27 on the far point. 21 seconds to play in the game. 4. And it's offsides. 19 seconds to play in the game. 2-2 tie. After this, probably going to a shootout. Face off. Eventually ends up on Hutch's stick. 15 seconds. 15 seconds to play. Mason chasing it in. In behind the net, he loses it to 20. 20 with 6 seconds left. Long pass for number 9. Number 9 will have to wind up and load. Gets through a man here. Carson comes out to play it. And the whistle ends. Carson running out there to knock that away with his stick. And at the end of all the skating time, we still have ourselves a tie game. 2-2. Live from Portland, Oregon. We have to go to a shootout now, I would imagine. Typically, tournaments will have a tie-breaking option. Might be 3 shooters, might be 5. Shootout, best of 5. And the first shot's going to be number 20. Moving in on Carson. Home team will shoot first.
I can't zoom.
You can't zoom, but I will. 20 coming in. Carson trying to make the save here. This comes down to the goalies. 20, cuts the outside. No goal! Carson makes that stop. 20 outmaneuvered himself. Seattle will get a chance to go ahead here. And here comes Carter.
No way.
Carter with the tying goal in this game. And here he comes. Trying to settle that puck down. Coming in, it's the goalie. And a save into the glove hand. Still a tie after the first round of shoot-off. Second time Carter shot the puck into the glove during this game. 18 now. 18 moving in. Carson ready for battle. Here's 18. And a goal for Vancouver. Mason's going to have to tie this up. It is best of 5. Mason coming in fast this time. Goalie comes out a little bit. Mason cuts to the inside and no goal. Ball's down. So after 2 shots, it's a 1-0 lead for North Vancouver. Vancouver looking to take a big lead here. Cuts to the right, back to the inside, and a goal! Sorry, terrible camera work. Went to the far side, Carson went with him, but he pulled back, backhand over Carson's glove. And here's David. David has to score here or it's no better than a tie after 5. David coming in against the goalie. Long shot over the net. Now Carson has to make the rest of his saves, and Seattle has to score on the next 2 shots. This could be the tournament right here. Number 10 for the win. If he scores, the game is over. I'm just going to watch the view screen here, try and get the best view here. Here's 10 moving in on Carson. 10. Shot, scores, and that's the game. Vancouver wins the tournament in a shootout. Snoking stayed with them right till the end. We'll stay with you until they choose the player of the game. Snoking consoling Carson down there. Snoking unable to put the puck in the net in the shootout. And so Vancouver wins the game technically 3-2. Great tournament by both teams. Came right down to the very end, literally. I'm going to see if I can get out on the ice for the awarding of the... North Vancouver, the winning team. Yard sale here. Players thanking the referees.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Saturday side finished
Hey, Carson!
Gentlemen, we here at the Winter Hawks Varsity Hockey League know that you have a choice in the tournaments to come and play over this holiday weekend, and we sincerely appreciate you selecting our tournament. The Winter Hawks Amateur Hockey Association and the Winter Hawks Varsity Hockey League is striving and working very hard to grow, develop, and nurture growth in ice hockey in the Portland metropolitan area. Being able to bring in a tournament of this caliber, this many teams, of this kind of talent, is huge in furthering our goals for our products. So we thank you very much for your contributions to us this weekend. First, awarding silver medals to our Snoking team, number 35, Snoking Thunderbirds. Number 1, Carson Ram. Number 11, Jacob Bird.
Over there, Jacob. Where you been?
Number 17, Caleb Benson. Number 12, Mason Hitchings. Number 19, Austin Hutchinson. Number 21, Anthony Ivanov. Number 3, George Clare. Number 8, David Ignacio. Number 14, Alexandre Randolph. Number 20, Daniel Ross. Number 18, Carter Williams. Number 4, Troy Gasser. Scratch players for Snoking, number 15, Petra Anderson. Number 16,
Good job,
Remington
Patrick.
Lance. Number 9, Roland.
Roland's down there. This is Roland.
And number 7, Sianis Brown.
Way to go, Sianis.
Seattle, Michael Campbell, Douglas Ross, Tyler Bird, and Lord Brown. Thank you. And now the gold medal ceremony for our Abraham Division champions, North Vancouver A3. Number 3, Cameron Fowler. Number 20, Sean Toun. Number 4, Trevor Castagna. Number 16, Christian Dominguez. Number 35, Brendan Anderson. Number 10, Brian Jankovic. Number 9, Nikki Harkov. Number 2, Alexander Lucas. Number 6, Robert Morgan. Number 5, Arlen Nunn. Number 29, Xavier Norris. Number 1, Jason
that's going to end the broadcast.